So today on another episode of What Not to Do, you see I have here in front of me 3 dishes. And I wanted to tell you a little something in case you didn't know that I discovered that when you are community living, and that's whether it's roommates, family, your kids, your spouse, but when you are community living, if you are not the one primarily washing the dishes, then you have to make sure that either you've trained these people on how to wash dishes like you like to wash dishes, or you wash the dishes before they even think about it, because you get suspect dishes if you don't. Here we have plastic dish. Now, my fingers aren't wet, so you can't hear maybe, but my fingers are clean. I just washed this dish, and I'm gonna get a little wet. Get the water. Oh, it's completely dry. Oh, there it is. You hear that noise that it just did? That's usually the noise you get with a clean dish. Same thing happens with a glass dish. When you rub on it, you get that sound. Okay. And then usually you get the nice shine. Now, mind you, you can't always see the residue on a dish, but your hands can always feel it. Now, here we have this lovely plates. Same as this glass, but let me just show you. Can you see that? Now, anybody who has good eyesight can see that is not clean. I'm not even going to run my fingers through that because you will see my finger imprint on top of or over whoever else's fingerprints are on there. Now, this dish I found in the drying dish rack next to the sink, which being there gives the impression that someone thought it was clean, or that it got put there thinking it was clean, but it probably got left on the side of the sink and it was dirty because somebody forgot to wash their dish, or somebody didn't do a good job of washing their dish. But looking at this, you can see it is obviously not clean. Now, mind you, yes, there are some dishes out there that have oil residue or are slippery to the touch, and those are probably things like the good cast iron skillet that's been seasoned. If you don't know what that means, go look it up somewhere else. That is not this video. And those things are going to be oily to the surface when you slide over them. They're going to be a little greasy to the touch. That is for a reason on purpose. But when you get things like this, they're not supposed to be greasy, especially when you know that they're supposed to look like this, nice and shiny, and they're supposed to have that ear sound that lets you know that they are clean. And then also too, when you touch the surface, if there's anything left of food particles you can't see, that's another good thing. The reason I bring this up is because my dad, God love him, he is a retired chef, and he taught me how to wash dishes. And if I came back with a half clean dish, he would make me go and wash the dishes all over again. And he taught me to make sure that I touched them, ran my fingers over them, and made sure that I could look at them like this. And, you see that film and visually see that they're not clean, but also by touch tell that they're not clean. And when this happens, my. So just so you know for future, this is not clean, this is clean, this is clean. Okay? And that's all I have to say. So this is what you don't do. This is what you do. That's the end of my episode of another What Not to Do. Have a good day.